Good morning, everyone. A few months ago, I bought off of eBay, second hand, a camcorder, and it appeared to not work. I couldn't find any instructions for it whatsoever, so I put it back in the box, cursed that I'd wasted my money, and put it away. Well, as you know, I bought recently a Chinese job, which granted is nowhere near as good as the Legrias, not the same price. So what happened was I looked through Google to find out if a circuit or a manual had become available for downloading concerning this phones on the brain, this camera which I picked up, which I couldn't get to work. Well, cut a long story short, I did find the correct manual, and I sat down, fiddled and tried it, and now got this phones on the brain, got this camera working. So I'm using this new to me camera, so let's see what's happened. I think I've fixed it okay. What I do like about it, it's got a very good zoom, so you can show the zoom really zooms in, which is quite amazing as they get so much that it goes out of focus, which I think is quite good. I think the quality of the image should be quite good as well. Anyway, enough of that. Any comments? Oh, by the way, the gentleman that mentioned about the sound quality and the picture quality using the other phone, that was my last video I put up, I quite agree with, and thank him profusely, because I think if he hadn't said anything, I would have probably not even sorted out this camera that I bought off of YouTube a while back. I'm getting everything wrong, aren't I? Off of eBay a while back. But anyhow, enough chat. Let's have a look at this phone. Get that right. This is made by TN. I've got the complete picture of that, which will appear as a thumbnail. We've got the handset. It's quite a heavy handset, actually. I won't open the handset up. It's got nice blanks on the screws that hold it in, so I'm not going to start oiking them out. It's rather interesting. The ends of the leads are fitted onto a little plug, which plugs into the circuit board. It's got various numbers there that are of interest to anyone, probably. No, that's not showing up. I think it is. Well, this is the actual circuit board. This metal strip there simply goes to an earthing button, and as you press that down, there's a contact under there. The dial itself is also on this same type of plug. And incidentally, while we talk about that plug, the other end of the lead goes to the wall, and ends in that, which has the same type of plug again. This is rather nice. It has got a cover that goes over there. I will show it to you, but it needs a bit of treatment to get those horrible masking tape off. I don't know why they've done that, but that was done, so I'll have to soak the masking tape to try and get rid of it. So the line cord terminates in that same type of plug. Anyhow, have a look at the bell. Simple bell circuit, working quite nicely actually. I can make it ting. These gongs are not alterable. They're riveted in. This is what I did notice about this phone, is that a lot of the things look like they are of a later design. When I say later design, the design you can see on here is 1978. But the first time I've come across this in phones is the type of screw. They use the Phillips type screw, which is rather interesting. Now what else is there? Oh, I'll show you the dial. But this does use what I would consider the more modern components. Your induction coil. So in effective circuitry, it's a fairly basic circuit, but one which is obviously stands the test and does a good job. We're coming over to the dial. On the front, you've got the General Telephone Systems Limited. This was a phone which was used in the private use. It was not used by BT or the GPO at those days. This was for private installations. And of the later TN type telephone. I don't know if I have put this up before. I don't think I have. But if I have, well, you know, sorry. I noticed the battery on this camera is starting to go down, so I'll keep talking while it's there. The other side of the dial, I won't take the cover off. Doesn't look too bad. No manufacturer of the dial. You've got a number up there in the corner. I don't know if that's coming out all right. There's a number. You've also got a number down below. Good plastic cover. And as I say, it sits into those two little pieces there. It just sits in there, so it's easy to release. Anyway, let's look at the diagram. Inside, we had a diagram which was put in there. Let's see if I can bring it. No, I'll do it this way. It's got the facility to do this, so I thought I'd try it. Let's show the top part of the diagram. There's the diagram itself, so if anyone wants to have a little look at that diagram, there it is. It's so much you can push it right out of focus. And the other half of the diagram. On the other side, obviously gives different, the top writing is in English and various other languages as we go down the list. So that would tell you all about it. If you're interested in read that, I'll give a close-up of that. Okay. Anyhow, that's about it. Oh, let me show you the underside. Put that cord back in there. These horrible cords that come off quite easily. Oh, put it in the right way. Put it in the right side, it might work. Let me show you what's on the other side. I'll turn him over. Not doing any harm, I hope. And there's a sticker on there saying what it is. Made in Germany. For private, so it's it was made for the private systems as well. and the screws that hold it on to the cover is also in Phillips type screws, and also the inside is just plastic. It's not nicely lined with a brass insert, so you screw straight into plastic. You've got the name again of the case, TN, and the number. So yeah, not a bad phone. It's one that's gone into the collection. I picked it up quite cheap on, let me get the name right, eBay. All these bloody things, eBay, Google, you name it. I get mixed up. The old so-and-so's getting old. Anyhow, that's more or less it for that phone. Let me put this up on YouTube and see how this phone camera has performed. I've noticed the battery is just down to 2 lines. So the mind you, the battery on this version is cheaper than on my other camera, and there was 2 batteries with this, appear to be okay. Also, what is nice about this phone, I've got phones on my brain, camcorder, is that it's got an internal card, or you use the normal card, and that's what threw me. I just didn't understand what they meant, but I think I do now. Anyway, I'm going to stop talking. Once again, thank the gentleman for what he was saying on my last video, which I believe was on the candlestick, the cheapo camcorder, which granted was on the lowest quality picture, and I haven't tried it on the highest one since. I don't see any point now, but I'm keeping that obviously as a spare. But I was pleased that this one is now, looks like it's now working. So, you know, I'm pleased about that. Anyhow, thanks again. You'll think I'm never going to stop talking. So thanks. Any comments, please make. Thank you.